Welcome to episode 3 of the Downplay, where today I'll be giving a tour of why you might be interested in playing Ikenfell. It's an indie-developed RPG that came to the Switch last year, as well as other platforms. Of course, I heard about it through the Switch. We're gonna vibe out on the title screen for a bit while I preface this. This one really gripped me. It became like the game I kept going back to time and time again. And part of the reason why is the story. So, I'm going to be mindful of spoilers here. I have a very specific plan for how I'm going to show off this game to its fullest without getting into any of the spoilery story element. And if there's any minor spoilers along the way, then, well, I'll let you know. Also, I forgot to turn the audio on, so I'm the only one hearing the title screen music right now. That should fix it. The music is another reason why I'm in love with this one, but okay, we'll hear more of it as we go. First, options. This game has some interesting ones. Why would you turn off the music? I don't know, but you can. Or you can turn it down. Typical sound options. There's this stretch to fit option. As you can see, this is not a widescreen game. So you can stretch it out if you want. There's a difference there. Got vibration, movement options. If you wanted to play more like a classic top-down RPG, you could restrict your movement options. There are some flashes that occur in the game, and you can take care of that. I don't think there's any early game, but just in case, for courtesy of stream, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And same for content warnings. Why not? This is an option I don't typically see in games, but it is here. Let's see. Down there. Timing mode. Okay, so this game has timing elements for its battles, and you can adjust those. I play on manual. But you can also adjust things, so like you can guarantee decent timing, but try to do better. Or you can completely turn off the timing element, if that's getting in your way. You can also turn on and off this option to have an instant victory flag in your battle menu. So if you're just trying to experience this game for the story, you can either turn off the timing for battles and just focus on the strategy, or you could just skip the battles altogether. This instant victory option does give you the experience from the battles. So, yeah. Then turn off the need to hold the button to run from battle. Turn off camera shake, and that is all our options. I just wanted to let you know, these options are there, some accessibility options that you don't see in other games, so maybe that alone piques some people's curiosity. Why I took the time to show it. That said, my plan here to try and keep spoilers to a minimum. This is going to take place in 2 parts. Both in the same stream, but 2 little sections here. In the first section, I'm just going to start a new file to show you a basic idea of the gameplay loop and give you that story setup. We'll start from the beginning, and there's a certain point I want to play up to. Then in the middle, we're going to switch over to a completed file, where I'll show the battle system a little more in-depth, because it's not complicated. Early game, it might not give you a full sense of how battles play out. So I will switch over to a completed file, but to keep spoilers to a minimum. The file's already completed, so story cutscenes won't trigger, and I'll be limiting myself to the first 3 party members. That's it. If I click Start Game right now, it's going to show my completed files, which will defeat the point of trying to hide the other 3 party members, so I'm going to quickly throw up a cover image. Oops, not that. This. There we go. Now you can't see the screen while I pick new game. This is how the game starts. Let's take the journey. They immediately credit the music producers in the game. You may recognize the names Ivy Sarashu from Steven Universe. Trail ends here? Gotta be kidding me. Did I take a wrong turn? As you can see, the art style is more in the vein of Celeste, if it was a top-down RPG. You get slightly more detailed portraits, but I'd say that's probably the game's weakest point to me, is I'm not always a fan of how it looks. But the fact that I played this game all the way to the end, despite that, should give it some merit. Yes, magic trees. No big deal. Ikenfell must be close. And our slow opens, some more credits. Another dead end. It's late. I guess I'll camp out here. At least there's lots of wood to make a fire. I say to find stuff. That means go around and get your own dang wood. The game's not gonna do it for you. I believe there was a little more back here. There we go. Hey there, cutie. Good plan. I'm starting to have regrets about coming here. By the way, in these first few minutes, we've already seen several reasons why you might enjoy this game. One, some distinct accessibility options that other games might not offer. Two, the music done by very well-seasoned musicians. And now reason number 3, cats. You're gonna see a lot of those. My sister's probably fine. I bet she's up to her trouble. She did tell me that there were cats all over Ikenfell. Apparently that's not unusual for a witching school. Might mean I'm getting close. And what's got you spooked? What? Who are? Ugh, my ears! Begone, ordinary human. Please stop. You are no witch, no wizard. No, I'm not, but Ikenfell is no place for ordinaries. Now be gone. Sister, she is a witch, and you will leave here, willing or not. Alright, here's the battle system. In an encounter, we must defeat the opposing team. It's turn-based, and on each turn you can perform an action. The turn order's on the top right. They all get to move first. On the bottom right, you can see I've got 15 HP. Now it's your turn. Alright, so there is a positioning element to battles in this game. Move on a grid. It's always a 3-row grid. And when you pick a spot and press A, you get your menu. You can cancel out of the menu and change your mind on your position, but right now my only skills are stone, items which I don't have, and turn, which is not advantageous to me. I can take a look at the units. You'll want to remember to do this for more of the difficult battles. I've got 15 HP, they've got 5, 4, and 4. I'm not allowed to run from this battle, and there's the instant victory option if you turn it on in the options menu. So if I just wanted to move on, I could click that and win the battle. But I'm here to show all the game. Well, not beginning to end, but all that it has to offer. Alright, when you pick a skill, you get your range. So I can target any of these green squares. It would behoove me to pick the one with an enemy in it. Ooh, 1 damage. Ow. Alright, I'll try to throw stone at you from here. Oh no, is this the end? Yep, I'm dead. Nothing I can do about it. Yes, that's a scripted loss. All in a good day's work, fellows. I love scaring them off. She put up a fight, though. Threw a couple of stones. Let's take her out of here before she regains consciousness. Things are strange enough at Ikenfell right now. Can't afford surprise visitors. Got it, boss. Wait, what was... Ow! What is that? What have you done to me? Boss, was that magic? Indeed it was. But magic like I've never seen before. Girl, why didn't you say you were a witch? Not a witch. I've never done anything like that before. What's happening to me? Hey, this is completely unprecedented. And really cool. I agree. Can you do it again? Again? I can't. Please, indulge us. Alright, forget stones, we got fire. I can hit in any of the 6 squares in front of or behind me. What fierce magic! Did you see that? Oops, though. Because you missed your hit timing, try once more. So they're just gonna wait. And as that circle closes around the enemy... Oh, he's gonna tell me. When you cast the spell, you should see a red ring. Right now, press the button. If you time your spells correctly, you get a nice or a great. Nice does more damage, but great is the most powerful. Every spell has different timing. Oh, press the button now. You can also use hit timing to defend. A nice reduces damage, but a great means you barely get scratched. Every enemy attack is unique, so pay close attention. So if you're familiar with the Paper Mario series, you know that you want to time things at like the last possible second. So that means right when the attack's about to hit you, you press A to guard to nullify more damage. And as I already said, the command for this spell is right as the ring's closing. So now I can live up to my full potential. to let me view the units to see what they've got left. You've only got 1 HP left. I'm just gonna take you out. Does this mean I don't get to do the spooky voice anymore? So, for right now, I've only got the 1 spell. Magic is so cool. And that's what I mean. Battles are going to be very basic at this beginning stage of the game, and that's why there will be a second section later in the stream where I show more of what you can do with battles. Stupendous job, my dear. What a strange power. Nine XP and some mushroom. Incredible showing, young one. Let me introduce myself. I am Eok, captain of the Ghost Legion. Woods around Ikenfell can be dangerous, strange magic and all. Our job is to keep ordinaries from venturing in. My name is Merritt. What's happening to me? Why can I do this? I have absolutely no clue. Many strange things have been happening around here as of late. Started not long after the students left for summer, and the school is currently under lockdown. That explains why Safina never came home. Or got word. I was worried, so I traveled here to find her. Ah, the Hildegard girl. She's quite famous in these parts. Her sister? I am. You know if she's okay? Sorry. No word from Ikenfell since the lockdown. Sometimes students stay at the school during the summer. Staff always comes home. She would have told us. You let me go through to Ikenfell so I can find her? I must think on it. Rest here for the night. We will stand guard, so you're in no danger. Chapter 1 is all we're gonna see today. Not even the full chapter. We're gonna see a little bit of Chapter 1, because this is just to give you guys a taste. Good morning, young Merritt. Still here. So it wasn't all. Horse. Do you still wield your newfound powers? See if you can light the fire. I guess that also wasn't it. I've decided we'll let you pass through to Ikenfell. I hope you find your sister in good health. Also, it is a school of magic. So you might also find an explanation for your sudden powers. Thank you, Eok. I will open the way for you. Unfortunately, we cannot escort you further. The headmistress herself assigned us to stand guard here. It's okay. I can make it the rest of the way. There is just one thing. To open the passage beyond here, you must light 2 lanterns. The spirit residing within them observes all who pass through. Got it. The Great Raven guide you, young Fire Witch. This icon above his head means we can buy stuff. We start with 20, whatever the currency is called, coins. I've already got 3 small mushrooms on hand, and a red mushroom. I do not currently have a weapon, and if I bought one, my power would increase, so this is a good time to go over stats. There's only 5 stats. Life is your HP. Power is, of course, your attack. Defense, how much damage you're gonna take. Speed influences the turn order in battle, and movement is how many spaces you can move on the grid, since there is that positioning element. You know, if you've played other RPGs, you'll understand. Knife's only 5 coins. Already wearing a travel jacket and bandana. Leather shoes are slightly better for defense, but not as good for speed. So I'm just gonna buy the knife. Oh. Oops, no. I do have a knife. My bad. I can press X to go into the equip menu. Alright, no need to... Wait, why didn't it? I pressed the button too many times. You can also check in on your party, your inventory, map of the area. You can go to the options menu at any time, but I already showed off that menu. Alright, now I can move like this, but I can also hold B to run. You might want to know that if you're playing the game yourself. Cat friend from earlier. Where are these lanterns Eonk spoke? Get cutscenes with the plus button. I won't be doing that. Alright, now through the rest of the game, cats are your save points as well as your heal points. Whoops. Anyway, this is a sort of dungeon-y area. I can go from screen to screen and I can find things like those chests. And encounters are not random. You will see enemies in the overworld, so it's up to you if you want to try to engage or avoid. Can't quite reach you to hit you with a spell, so I'll stay back away. Now that you've moved closer, burn! Experience and a mushroom, and then they'll drop money. What's this suspicious white spot? Oh, it bounces me. You know. I consider this like the dungeon gimmick. Let's see. Oh, tricky. That one bounces me back. So this game likes to hide secrets. Right, so if you look closely, at the bottom right, there is a pixel. It does show there's a white bounce pad there. Be on the lookout for secrets. They hide plenty of them. And see, this is why I'm gonna be skipping ahead to a later point in the game during this guided tour as well. Because right now, I'm just using my one spell to one-shot enemies and guarding, which is fine for the beginning of the game because they want you to get used to the timing. It's pretty crucial that you can get in some deep doo-doo if you're failing the timing. Of course, if you're bad at timing in general, if that's an accessibility issue, then of course go into the options and adjust those timing options I already showed off. But if you're playing this game as someone who wants to nail the timing, then you're gonna want to get that down while things are easy going. Round. But that was a fake stone. It's attacking me. A slightly different animation to adjust to now. In case you're wondering, elemental weaknesses are not a thing. It is all based on the attack and defense stats. One attack stat and one defense stat. That applies on a universal basis, so me being a fire witch and them being a rock is not really something to worry about. It's just make sure I'm hitting them with the right timing. That'll bring me to level 2. My HP went up. I got fireball. Da, 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 da. Common coins are selling items. I'll skip that enemy. Oh, how am I going to reach those chests? It is a mystery. I have solved the mystery. Got a rock seed. Fast locket. Check the equipment. New. Fast locket's an accessory. I will take the increased speed. Where's my HP at right now? I can stand to heal just a bit. Oh, you found me. Maybe I should have found a better hiding spot. Well, you won't find my other half so easily. Ah, you thought there was gonna be a battle with a mimic. Ah. That said, I wasted my healing item, because now I can heal at the cat. Let's not save the progress this time. So we never came north. Go ahead and skip you, and ooh, a mushroom. Oh, not a mushroom. Fireball, as you can see, it has a different range and it can hit multiple targets as long as they're within that range, but it is weaker overall than Ignite. However, since it's the only thing I can hit you with right now, I'll show it. The timing for that is right as the fireball's about to hit him. If there's multiple targets, you'll have to press the button multiple times. Now this is a great opportunity to use it, because I can target the square between them to hit them both. And my increased speed is paying off. Well, bam. Couple of red mushrooms, and now I'll dash to the north, and oh, it's one of these. Visible mazes. Hold on a sec. One's a dead end, but never mind. Alright, that's the way out, but the chest. Show me the chest. Guess first you gotta show me the fuzzy. Wait, did I just... Oh my god, I'm spinning the control. I've never done this. I'm spinning the control stick and she's just flying up. Oh my god. I never discovered that during the main game, but here I am just fiddling with the control stick as I'm revisiting it. Oh, they're in a good spot for Fireball. If I can adjust my position correctly. one more fireball will set you free from life. You might be wondering if I'm worried about my MP, and to that, I'd say that doesn't exist in this game. Your spells are your only form of attack, so they are unlimited. Use them as much as you want, as long as you're alive. Your HP is limited. Dead end 2, or... okay. Of course, I'm suspicious about this patch of flowers because it's sparkling. Always try to get to the sparkles if you see them. This one's required, but there will be hidden stuff that's just sparkling somewhere that isn't required. Just one thing left to do. Get back to where you both are. Also grab these chests. Silver Rain is an item that increases money drop. I won't be using it. I don't really need money. This is just a demo of sorts. Alright, this time I will remember to cover the file screen while I'm saving. Well, I don't really need to save, do I? Just in case. Where is my... there it is. Alright, you two. Well, I guess you made it this far. Now the real show begins. What kind of demo would this be if we didn't have a boss? Thank you, darling. I'm all back together. Want to pass through to Ikenfell? Come, let me have a closer look at you. Now, the game is very generous about, like, warning you when there's about to be a boss. Most of the time, I can think of one or two exceptions. But here, right now, I actively have to go up to it and press A to engage the fight. So if you didn't save and heal like I just did, or if you want to go back to Eok and buy some items with your newfound money, you can do that when you're ready. Oh, look at you, so full of conflict, you're burning so bright. Normally I just let folks pass through, but things have changed. I'm feeling all charged up. Let's make this interesting. I'll stay back a bit. Oh, my speed is the death of me. Of course, I don't have to move if I don't want to. I can reach you. The flame explodes, damaging anyone next to it. Keep that in mind. So, you yourself don't want to be next to the flame when you decide to ignite it. Or fireball it, for that matter. Inch my way closer. Whoops. I suppose they have 2 HP and not just 1. But, this actually works out. Or not, because you're gonna self-destruct. Alright, if I try to attack you directly... 2 damage. What? That attack barely scratched it. Maybe there's another way to deal more damage. I believe diagonal counts. And this blue flame is next to it diagonally, so of course we're gonna try to damage it with its own flames. I guess diagonal doesn't count. I'm gonna see if they move to a better position, but in the meantime I'll just eat a small mushroom. Guess I'll just eat away at one of them. But see, that does a bunch of damage to the one next to it. So you want that guy to be next to the flame. And it's not outright required, I can still attack him and do a little bit of damage, but if we look at his HP, he's got 20, so it takes much fewer attacks if we're doing 7 or 6 damage instead of 2. I just seem to be getting a little unlucky with where he's placing that fire. But you know what, if I stand here... maybe. Oh, no, it was smart. I need to heal again. I don't suppose you want to kindle a flame next to you at any point soon. Here, I'll do a red mushroom. Maybe if I move up here. Yeah, Fireball only does 1 to him. Again, diagonal is not counting. I'll move up. I'm gonna end up beating him without even doing the thing that you're supposed to do. Ah, see, it knows better than to self-destruct, so okay, now I can show it. I will attack the flame, it is next to the guy. He takes 6 damage instead of a measly 2. However, I believe this should be enough to finish him. In fact, I can check. Yeah, it left him with 1 HP. So, some of the bosses have puzzles like that to them. Great work, darling. Now off to the magic school with you. Go ahead, we already get another save point. North, Ikenfell. South, the Stock and Barrel. This is where I wanted to be. I can barrel your home away from home. Nothing seems to be happening here right now. Let's move up a ways. That's Safina's hat. Mine. Witch hat. I know. Thanks. That's my sister's hat. Sister? Don't see her. Guess it's mine then. Let me go.
As you wish. My hand is burning. So, people have new magic too, not just creatures. New witch. Sticking your head into hats it doesn't belong in. Stay away from this beret fray. I would not like for you to get hurt.
That all about. So this is Ikenfell's outer wall. But Safina would never leave her hat behind. It looks like the gate is just... Ikenfell doesn't seem to go anywhere. In behind it. Barkley. What do we have here? Strange. Safina? I can hear her voice. Sounds strange. Her. That. Everything is... See? Oh, excuse me. Are you a ghost too? She doesn't see me. Oh, this place is so weird. What's going on? I can't wait to learn some cool magic. Her. So young. Welcome to Ikenfell, School of Magic. I see you all have donned your new uniform. The clasp on your cape bears Ikenfell's insignia. It is enchanted and will protect you within these walls. Now reach deep into the pockets of your coats, as deep as you can. My whole arm fits inside. What do we have here? What, some bottles and pens? Boring. Each witch and wizard has their specialty, magic they excel at. But potions and enchantments are core tools for every spellcaster. You've been provided a basic kit for learning these essential skills. Who cares about that boring stuff?
Psst, hey! Can't wait until I can turn invisible.
I'll be able to sneak around anywhere I want. Hey, what's your name? It's Petronella. Shh. Getting... Oh. You're pretty cute. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Ahem. Miss Hildegard. That's me. Call me Seth. Miss Hildegard. I know it is your first day and you're very excited. But please contain yourself. At least until we are inside the walls. Now, this gate may not look like much, but it is.
Yeesh. Psst, hey, Petronella. Who's the crotchety old lady?
You don't know. That's Headmistress Aldra. She runs the school.
Now shh.
You are now witches and wizards of Ikenfell. Let us enter. Zeph, wait. What is happening? It's a memory? Dream? All this magic is just trying to mess with me. I don't get it. Maybe I can find another way inside. So we head ever onward. A flying hat. What will they think of next? They told us something strange was happening at Ikenfell, but that sure took me by surprise. I wish you would take this more seriously, sir. The forest is out of control. Something strange is happening here. Max, you need to relax a little. They sent us to take care of it, and we will, as usual. And please don't call me sir when it's just the two of us. Oh, hello there. You must be a student. Actually, I don't actually know how to pronounce his first name, and I should have looked it up. Oxley, at your service. And my exceedingly handsome compatriot here is Bex Twyford. But you probably already knew that. Sorry, Really? Well, if you've been paying attention to the magazine covers, you'd know. Yours truly is the most powerful wizard in the Coven. Max here is here to assist me on a secret mission. I told him I was fine on my own, but he insisted. Sir, it's not a secret mission if you tell everybody. Don't be a fuss, it's nothing I can't handle. We're just here to find the headmistress and a red-haired girl. Fair, teenager. She doesn't know about the famed Oxley? Definitely suspicious. Wait, say you're looking for a red-haired girl. I'm a genius, Bex. We found her. I've heard she's one of Ikenfell's most talented students. Let's have a little duel to see what she's capable of. Sir, I don't think that's... You can hang back, Bex. Let me handle this one. Wait. I don't know if I'm in trouble here because I didn't grind up on the way. So I'm trying to move things along. There was a specific point I wanted to read. Prepare yourself for my ultimate attack, the Oxley Special! Wait, was that it? Please, do not exert yourself. And 7. Oxley Special! Yeah, you're just gonna keep healing him, so, you know, that's the telltale sign to go after the other guy first. Because he doesn't just think to heal himself. But then again, you can't really target yourself with very many spells in the game, so... Could just be that's a healing spell that you can't target yourself with. Those exist. Alright, he's out of the picture. Keep chipping away at him now. Almost done here. Okay, so see, I skipped every battle in between the lantern and him, and I'm still fine, so in case you want to speed through the forest, that is viable. Noble foe indeed. One experience point. What is your strange magic? I've never seen anything like it. Yep, I knew it. She's not our girl. I just had to test her, to be certain. Let's go. Find a way into the school. It was a pleasure dueling. It's a good thing I went easy on you. My magic's actually much too powerful to be fighting children with. Not a child. Wait. You looking for... Sorry, no time for autographs. I have a secret mission to attend to. Don't just vanish without me. Is everybody like this in the magic world? There are people looking for my sister. What have you gotten yourself into? A path opens up. You can actually go into the stock and barrel now. It is a shop as well as a save point. Hello, traveler. Student? No matter, my inn is open to magic folks and creatures of all kinds. Plenty more stuff you can buy. You can also sell stuff off if it's a coin like this. May as well just do it for the money. Yeah, I wonder which room I should check. Are they crying? That is not the correct course of action. Or except it was. Now what? You're looking a bit lost over there. Can I whip you up something, It's merit. Thank you, that'd be great. That ought to do the trick. Wow. That's got some fire to it. I call it Hester's Breath. Named after the storybook dragon, of course. The witches around here all like spicy drinks like this. Most of them. One of Ikenfell's students actually came up with the recipe. That should look kinda like you. I guess. Safina Hildegard. Wild child herself. You related? I'm her sister. She's gone missing, and I came here myself hoping to find her. Ah, but now the school's all closed off. Don't know where she is, or if she's even still in the school. Oh, Petronella might know. Venus' friend. Petronella was visiting the barrel when the school shut down. But now they're stuck out here with the rest of us. Is Petronella still here? Third room down the hall. Last I saw them, they were looking pretty glum. Good luck to you. And being introduced to Petronella, there's another reason why you might enjoy this game, and that is because, in addition to accessibility in the options menu, it is also more widely acceptable to a larger community. The representation in this for those anywhere on the gender spectrum, the sexuality spectrum, yeah, any sort of identity spectrum, really. There's probably someone here for you. They may have noticed Petronella's going by they, them pronouns. Petronella, is that you? Who is it? My name is Merritt. I'm Venus' sister. I'm looking for her and was hoping you could help me out. Sister? Or unlocks. Okay, here's that content warning that I turned on in the menu. I didn't use these my first time through, so it'll be interesting seeing them pop up. Her. Ella, right? Alright. Really sorry to bother you. But I'm worried about Safina. I think something happened to her. So you and Safina met in your first year, right? It's quite the handful, but really means well. Who? Sister? Take a look at me. It's obvious, isn't it? He talked about you lots. She came home every summer. Elle never likes any of my plans, but they're coming along anyway. She says you're an amazing alchemist. That like potions and stuff? Yeah. Said that? She said she'd sneak out of the school all the time, dragging you along. First, I was so scared of getting in trouble, but it was always nice to hang out here with other students. Or Safina is either. I have a secret way in. Marks for. Now I'm locked out and I can't find her. It's so useless. Stuck out here on my own. Such useless fool. Say that, you're not useless. I am. I always have been. Can't do anything without Saf. A horrible friend. Maybe that's what you think. Both still work out Saf. You said there's a secret passage you two used. Show me where. But no, said it on Saf. I know my sister better than anybody else. Figure something out. The passage, the tool shed, outside the inn. Come check it out. Wait! Don't leave me here. Go with you. Don't leave me. Of course. Let's go. Saf had the spare key to the tool shed. Doc, the keeper, has the other one. Alright. Maybe he'll let us borrow it. Renella joins the party. Petronella. Eric got you out of hiding, I see. Hello, Mr. Humphrey. Thanks for letting me stay here. You and Safina always keep me company on rainy days. We're hoping we could borrow your tool shed key. Tool shed? That's where Safina's secret passage to Ikenfell is. That explains it. I wondered how you and Safina were always visiting off hours. We weren't. We didn't mean to. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rat you out. I got up to all sorts of trouble in my own school days. Key's in the cellar. But there's some strange magic blocking the entrance. I haven't been able to get down there all day. Strange magic. Here's the deal. If you two can clear up the entrance for me, the key's yours. Deal. See what we can do. Oh, and before you head down, I picked up some new supplies. Hey Red, long time no see. Eh? Oh, I'm so sorry, I thought you were someone else. You do look a lot like her. Since we haven't met, let me introduce myself. I'm Zane, the Gem Witch. Sister told me about you. She spoke of a witch who can turn gems into magical items. Correct, and I'm setting up my trade in Ikenfell for a while. But, ever since the monsters started appearing, I haven't been able to do my craft. You seem well-traveled. Can I ask you a favor? Perfect, let me explain. Ikenfell is full of magic gems. Shiny ones, sparkly ones, rare ones. Even if folks find them, they don't know what to do with them. That's where I come in. Just a few gems, I can work wonders. If you find any, bring them to me and I can craft you something wonderful. Turn magic gems into useful items? Sounds good to me. It's bad form to set up shop in someone else's establishment, so I set myself up a cozy little gem trade outside. Come visit when you found some gems for me to work with. I'm gonna visit you right now because you're the point that I wanted to get to. Now have this sparkly entrance. If you choose to play the game for yourself, I want to let you know that there are hidden collectibles known as gems. They specified three different types. Actually, I think I didn't catch the pronouns of this person, so I apologize that I misspoke there. But anyway, there's 3 types of gems. One type of gem. Now that is one of my finest treasures. I couldn't possibly give it up. Okay, quit making that face. I'll cut you a deal. If you manage to find 10 sparkly gems, I'll let you have it. They're extremely rare, so good luck. So, sparkly gems. Gather them all to get the secret in this case. This is for some unlockable endgame content, if you're interested in that. These are accessories that you can purchase for rare gems. They have some unique effects that you won't find anywhere else. I even carried some of these accessories into the final battle of the game, and they served me well. Of course, you can't wear all of them. You get, you're stuck with 3 people to a party, so you can never use all of them at once. But there's some nice stuff here. And you probably don't need every one, but if you happen to spot some rare gems on the way, I'd say it's worth coming back and trading them in. Finally, the third type is the shiny gem. You can then upgrade this accessory for that type of gem, boost its effect. So this will give you 125% HP revive per battle. When you upgrade it, you'll get a higher percentage. But first you need to find the rare gems to buy it, and then you need to find the shiny gems to upgrade it. Just so you can keep an eye out for that stuff in your playthrough. This is the point I wanted to reach, just so I could explain the gem system. that is your taste of the story of Ikenfell, and in just a moment I'm going to switch over to a file that has more progress so I can go a bit deeper into combat. So, let's get that up. This is me, switching files. So the main menu switching files, but I'm not showing you the file screen. Alright, welcome to later in the game. We've got a third party member with us. I will not show you party members 4, 5, and 6 out of respect for spoilers. This is your warning though. If you consider later locations in the game a spoiler, even though there will be no story context for them, then this is your chance to walk away. However, if you want a better sense of the combat system, I'd stick around. I'm taking my party of 3 into the dueling hall. I already got them outfitted the way I want. You can see I'm up to like 60 HP when we started the game at 15. So this is Rook, and this is what a full spell menu looks like. You get 8 spells over the course of the game. Each one has its own range and its own effect. Rook here allows me to show off a mechanic known as traps. If I use the sigil spell and select a space, it's going to lay a trap. And if an enemy steps on that space, it will hurt them. But if we step on the space, it will hurt us. So be mindful of that. Same goes for enemies. They can trigger their own traps, but you don't want to trigger them first. If you nail the timing, then your trap will remain visible. And enemies are pretty good about walking into them. Eric's extended spell list includes Motivate, so she can give herself an attack buff or an ally in that range. Blaze is an AoE attack. Force Punch will actually cause knockback, so you can do a little hit one enemy into another type of scenario. Meteorite is more effective against flying targets. Ember Power is a buff to a specific space, so whoever stands on that space, be it friend or foe, get powered up. And Flare is only accessible when her HP is in the red. But it will have big power as a side effect. Let's show off Motivate. I'm gonna get another turn before Rook does, so I'll motivate myself. Petronella is mostly a healer. Bubble Snap does act as an attack. Acid Slash is like Fireball, a weaker attack that can hit multiple targets. Salve is a single target healing spell. You cannot use it on yourself, as you can see from the range and yellow boxes there. Poison is a great move. I want to use it on the enemy, and they'll take damage each turn while it lasts. Soothing, less powerful healing spell, but can heal more than one ally. Toxic Cloud, less powerful poison spell, but can poison more than one. Aura gives you a regen effect for a few turns. And Life Drain, it's what it says on the package. Just take their HP for yourself. And any adjacent ally, actually. It doesn't say that. But if someone is standing on a tile next to you when you use it, they'll get some of the HP too. Let's show off Aura. I can give myself and Rook a regen. Has a few ring timings to it. I regen HP for a few turns. And since I didn't actually go over Rook's full list, Curse, single target attack spell, Soul Pierce, an attack spell that can also steal items. Paper Storm, less powerful multi-target attack. Already showed Sigil to lay a trap. Scream, AoE attack, effective against humanoids. Journey, increases movement for the next turn. Destroys traps. Seeker, auto-targets the weakest enemy within the attack range. And Gravity. Takes the targets around you, lifts them up in the air, and slams them to the ground. Let's show off Soul Pierce, since he's the only party member that can actually steal items. So there's two button prompts. The first one determines your damage, and the second one determines whether or not you steal an item. And Merit, with her attack buff from the last turn that I had on her, let's show off. Let's just show off the same Ignite spell that we had at the beginning of the game. And now that we're later in the game and we have an attack buff, to see how much more that does. I just realized all 6 party members show up on the experience screen, so I have attempted to cover that up. Was I successful? I don't know. I'll have to look back on it in post. So each party member has their own specific strength. Like I said, Petronella is best for healing. Rook deals with special gimmicks like traps and item stealing. Merit is a speedy powerhouse that can perform even better under the pressure of low HP. And there's 3 other party members in the game that I'm not going to discuss in case you want to see them yourself. Let's go with an Acid Splash since it can actually hit someone. I am a bit over-leveled for this because it's a completed file. I can try to do Force Punch, but this is the spell that I'm the worst at timing in the entire game. I cannot get the timing on that. It's supposed to be right as the fist is entering Merit. Sure, I can use Seeker. Right as the V hits the enemy. And it targeted that one because we had already hit it with an attack, so it was lower on HP. They have attack buffing spells. Alright, but based on their position, this is a good time to use a Blaze. Get to hit that 3x3 tile. Yes. Right as those lines are crossing the edge of the diamond, you want to press A. Again, covering up the experience, because it is shared across all the party members, even the ones that weren't in the battle. So, apologies for the awkwardness of that, but I wanted to keep things to a minimum on spoilers. This is a very story-heavy game, my favorite story from 2020, in all honesty. And I hope that this little deep dive has given you some motivation to check it out. There's a couple other things I can add. It's that, to me, the game really harkens back to like Super Mario RPG, where it's on the shorter side and the numbers are not inflated. Like in modern RPGs, you get such high numbers for things like HP and damage and stats. It can be ridiculous sometimes, but this game keeps it simple, if the art style is any indication. And the other interesting thing about leveling up to me is that I've never seen a defense buff during the level up. So from what I have gathered, based on my personal experience with the game, your attack, speed, and sometimes your HP will increase on level up, but your defense is entirely determined by your equipment. So be sure to keep up to date on equipment from shops as you go along. And on that last piece of advice, that concludes this episode of The Downplay featuring Ikenfell. I'm going to be switching over to another game here shortly if you're on the live stream. Want to stick around for it? I think I'm gonna, well, I'll keep that out of the oven. But, can throw up the outro, and if you're on the live stream, I'm switching over to something else. Either way, hope you're having a good day.